Let's press more champagne, more champagne, more champagne. Queen check no guante, more champagne. Papela henge, that time, sering siroko mungwane. Hey, let's press more champagne. Queen check no guante. Papela henge. At that time, sering siroko mungwane. Sering siroko mungwane. Engu. Sering siroko mungwane. Arbatle magapu.
Ashintwela.
It's a problem. It's a problem. Wow, that song is good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to TrendingSA. Oh, yes, beloveds. Yes. Let me hide my dignity under this Perspex table. And we're here live on SABC3. We're also online on TrendingSA.tv. Listen, do not forget, we are your show. You are our people, okay? So you must tweet us, please. Facebook us. You must Instagram us. All of it. On Twitter, we are at TrendingSA on 3. And the hashtag to use is TSA on 3. And as always, tag as SABC3. Let me introduce you to this team. These amazing people I get to sit next to every day. Starting out with our funny honey, Miss Punchline Sister, Miss Nina Hastings.
Hiya. Listen, guys, it's Tuesday, right? So
correct.
Oh, now we're going to look at this picture. To my Nina.
Listen.
I love it so much.
You look like you were making a very, very important...
I was talking about the business of comedy. So I'm on stage there with David Gao, with Donovan Goliath, and with Takunda Bima, who started Podium Entertainment. And we were talking about the business of comedy and the future of African comedy.
You are very, very crucial to that as a woman.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Your voice is
so,
needed.
yeah, that was really quite a profound experience. Now, for our LOL Tuesday, because it is my JOB, to make sure that you guys are laughing, we're going to look at a pressure cooking situation where people are going to sweat a little bit behind their ears. And, did you guys see that thing about Sasha Martiningo?
Absolutely disgusting.
I was like, yeah, okay. Watch what you say. It's a very real thing. He was calling Julius names during the people.
During the show?
Fam.
Calling people monkeys. I mean, he could have said donkey. He could have said anything. And he knew it would charge the entire nation.
On my right is the sister with all of the files. All of the, like the CPU, all of the files, all right? The juice and the sauce as well. This is Miss Goody Roberts.
Hello, darlings. No, I'm really, that does annoy me, you know, because I feel. He calls Bond person a monkey, he's calling all of us monkeys.
Absolutely.
Anyway, what was happening there? What was
Saying
happening
nothing
there was
about
on
me.
the weekend, was on Saturday. I went out partying. I went out to watch Lyra and Jay something. Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. And she saw me, she waved at me. Oh, I felt like such a celeb.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it was, unless she's, yeah, no, she saw me. She said my name. She said, ooh. Well, maybe not. Right. Back to more important issues, guys. What am I talking about? Since it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, our With a Follow is an extraordinary woman, breast expert, Professor Carol Ann Benn. Yes, she will be right here.
My teacher.
More. She's fantastic as well.
This is so exciting. There she
And she's in
is.
a scrubs as well.
Dr.
serious.
Carol.
Yeah,
All right,
love
so
some more.
he is the graduate doctor under the tutelage of Dr. Carol Benn, our guest tonight. He is our cutie pie, our chocolate munchie, our Dr. Love. He is our... This is Musa
That is my face to all the things that you said after you said Dr. Munchie, cutie pie, chocolate munch, banana
A
split.
great way to start the week. It looks like you got a real good text message. The ping ping.
From the bank.
Yes.
Yes, sometimes. They come in every day, so I never know who.
Ooh, zwa.
Anyway,
Nice.
it's time for now
Slide
for me
into
to do
his
my
DM.
job. So sadly, hashtag RIP Keith Rose. Let's not do that. For those that don't know who the king of advertising and of course commercials is, you want to stick around because that's coming up later. And of course, hashtag AKA World App. also popped up on the timeline. If you want to see what the Super Mega is getting super excited about, stick around.
World Premiere EV. Am I the only one? Okay. Hello, everyone. I am your Madam Speaker, Babi Moloi. What's up? Whoa.
Okay, Galala,
We have properly the best people who put us all together. So shout out Lillian and Bosch who put our faces on, basically. I mean, we come in here.
Go to her.
Okay. I would just have
Swamp
said...
donkey.
I basically look the same. Sorry.
Sorry, can we just talk about Musa's shirt for 1 second? Are you applying for a tender? Just asking for a friend.
You know how much a shirt costs, babes?
Exactly.
Huh? Okay.
And so do the people who give tenders. We understand how this works. Our guests tonight are 3 extremely talented musicians. 2 were the winners of the talent competition Idols SA, and the other is known for his very sexy falsetto. Ladies and gentlemen, Karabo Mokhane, Musa Sukwene, and Donald are in the building! All right, so follow us on @TrendingSA on 3 on Twitter. We are TrendingSA on Facebook and Instagram, and you can post all your questions for all of our guests. Use the hashtag #on3, and don't forget to tag @SABC3. TrendingSA will be back after this short break.
If you want some, come get some. 'Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I won't answer now. Who, what, where, why? See, a lot of somebody that knows something about it. And I won't answer now. Who, what, where, why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now. Get on live, but that ain't my style. Now who he gon' get and what he gon' do? Run up on me if you want to. Hot damn pressing his homies. He's done up in front of his mama. I'm up the floor with him. And I kick in the door and let the fofo get him. I got fools that'll go get him. That's for him and Pooh and the dudes that run with him. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Gotta spit it for the murderers and the killers and the thugsters. They be fucking up the ballers and the dealers and the hustlers. Got me coming at you bogus in the VI while they bumping Lil Jar. I'm a Russia. It's a psycho twister from Chicago, rolling with the Miami. Then a crusher. We already be looking for drama. If a try to get into it with us, then we gotta get them. Feeling free from the torture that could never be cured. No penicillin. I'm telling you, trick, I'm finna steal them. Got me swinging Chrissy and Hennessy bottles in the club. And my thug homies going for the thriller. Don't get it twisted with that overnight celebrity. You better be scared of me in my city. I'm a killer. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Chop, 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 chop. How you make a veteran dance? Give it up, dip. Give it up, dip. Give it up, dip. That is the
Hey, welcome back. You're watching Trending SA on SABC3 and on TrendingSA.tv online. Thank you so much for all of your Facebook posts. We love hearing from you. Okay, so let's see what you're saying about us on Facebook right now, shall we?
We love hearing from you.
This is from Olenkili saying, guess who's... Hey, Wena. I've seen like 6 tweets and Facebook posts. Guess who's wearing a belt? Dr. Musa Tombeni. Shine.
Okay, why are you wearing a belt today then?
You know, when the enemy comes like
Oh
a
my
flood.
gosh.
Hey, Jesus!
Thank you.
Lepanta, as my people would say. All right, do we have another post?
Oh, cutie pie.
Duduzi. Hey, Docotella, where did you get that shirt? What
From
does
the
the baby
Timberland
have
shop.
to do? I'm so confused. The baby's looking at your shirt,
And shockhead.
No, there's nothing wrong
trying
with
to
the shirt.
focus.
The
That
baby's
baby
puzzled.
looks 75 years old. How does that work?
It's that shirt. That baby saw that shirt and wrinkled up.
You can send your memes, you can send your comments, anything live on air. Tweet us, comment RT like you know. The hashtag to use is TsaOn3. Wherever you choose to speak to us. He's wearing a belt, guys. Over to you, Lebanda.
It's to distract himself
Like
from
I
that
said,
shirt.
when the enemy,
To distract
they
us.
come like a flood. But of course, let's get into it. The first hashtag may be a bit unfamiliar to most people who saw a trend today, but I thought let me introduce you to the man behind hashtag Keith Rose. Now, he's recognized as the father and icon of television advertising in South Africa. And unfortunately, today, he passed away. Thus, the hashtag RIP Keith Rose. It popped up on the timeline. His illustrious career, of course, was in advertising, and it's seen him being accredited with some of the most important and groundbreaking commercials in the country. And even after his 30-year-long career began, South Africans weren't really too sure what he did or who he was. But look, he was in the film and television advertising kind of world, and he did the things that needed to be done. Now, with the passing of Keith Rose, tributes from people in the ad industry started to pour in, and of course, a dedication video was put together to sort of highlight the work that he's done over the past few years. Like I said, you might not know who it is, but I'm sure his adverts or all the commercials that you've seen of him definitely made it into this tribute video. If you're confused about which one it is, take a look.
You never call my name on the telephone. You never call my name on the telephone. I just see that call on the telephone.
Bonjour, chérie.
Έχουμε λίγο
Now moving from one legend to the other. And of course, we're talking about superstars in South Africa. The hashtag Super Mega with his hashtag aka World App trended today after Keenan Forbes aka Yeah, get it? Okay.
Okay.
Announced via his Twitter account that he's launching a new app. So just a few hours ago, he launched this reality app that exists, but put a pause on things just for a second. Listen, you remember when the Super Mega did sort of weird things yesterday, saying all kinds of weird stuff on his Twitter when he tweeted the following things? All right, so let's get into what he actually said, right? The story is about him leaving the Beam Group. He said that there were a couple of issues that he's had with some of the people that he's working with, but he's closing down the business, but not necessarily, leaving the business in itself, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So he's still the owner, but they're no longer managing his day-to-day activities. So this is the tweet that he put out, and I want to show you something. All right, unfortunately, I have to announce that Beam Group now no longer represents or manages me in any capacity. See? While I remain the owner of the company, I'm actually in the process of shutting it Yeah. All right. Of course, another tweet continued to say, we started the company with the best of intentions. Unfortunately, it's just not working out for me the way I wanted it to. So I'm taking my ball and going to play elsewhere. Now, all the best to you, Mr. Forbes, on your new app. And let's hope it turns out and becomes the success that you want it to be.
Yeah.
That's it for today's updates. I'm out of here, buddy.
Skirt, skirt.
Bye, Bubble.
I think it's quite exciting.
What?
Owning your own business
That's
and doing the
amazing.
thing, you know.
But I love what he said, that he is the business.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I was
He's not a
wondering-
businessman, he's a business.
Because I was wondering why he had tweeted them, because they tweeted something and he responded to them and said, guys, you're embarrassing yourselves. Ooh. Makes
Well,
sense now.
Snap, snap, snap. Okay, so early this morning, actually like graveyard shift early. Who's ever been on graveyard shift? Right, okay. So the rest of us were asleep, and like a shuffle in the big parliamentary house, a late night announcement was made. Big Concerts is bringing Dave Chappelle to South Africa! Andale, andale, andale!
Arriba!
Show Charlie Murphy. I'm not finishing that sentence.
Ow! Okay, so he's finally coming to South Africa for his first ever African tour, and it would seem that everybody is excited. The tour will include 3 shows around the entire country, starting off in the mother city of Cape Town, then moving to KwaZulu-Natal for a show in Durban, and ending it off, Gauteng, Maboneng. Dave Chappelle is coming to Joburg. So his stand-up career started in high school. Fun fact, when he got booked for gigs, his mum would have to accompany him because he was too young to go to the clubs and to the shows alone. In the 90s, Chappelle hit the big time when he started gaining recognition for his work in the comedy circuit. And he made his debut in a film in the 1993 feature Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Give us a quotable.
We're men in tights.
I don't-
Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
That's how it goes.
Amana da
We're men in tights. Something like that.
So go check that movie out. In 1994, he was the youngest comedian ever to be featured on the Comic Relief 6 show. The entertainer has come a long way. He is best known for his groundbreaking television sketch comedy show, Chappelle's Show.
Certainly came a long way from that hat.
I enjoyed that hat. After a very successful 3-year run, he quit the Chappelle Show. He was offered like zillions of dollars, and he ran away out of the public eye. And it was later revealed that he had made a hideout here in South Africa. Can you believe it? He returned to his farm in Ohio to escape the stress that was the high life of being Dave Chappelle.
Being rich and famous, was it aimless? But also during his time away from media, he rarely gave Nanduza interviews. He hosted small comedy shows, and he would ban usage of cell phones during his sets. The only way to experience Chappelle's comedy during his hiatus was to see him live in the moment, and in that moment, alone. Selfish.
Look, I mean, then, what's going on?
She was so angry with him.
Why are we so angry with Chappelle?
The hiatus. He wouldn't
Oh
let me
man,
see
you know,
him.
he's an artist. It was then time for Dave Chappelle's return to television in 2016, and he returned to Saturday Night Live in his first appearance. And he got a standing ovation from that tough crowd in New York. Chappelle's SNL monologue was nothing but exactly his vintage style. Have a look.
Say that Black Lives Matter. Now, I admit that is not the best slogan, but McDonald's already took "You Deserve a Break" today. And I guess it's kind of catchy because everyone else is biting it. Even the police bite it. Blue lives matter. What was you, born a police? That is not a blue life. That's a blue suit. If you don't like it, take that suit off, find a new job. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I could quit being black today, I'd be out the game. I did the next best thing. I became a rich black person, which is harder than you think because, you know, your life becomes gentrified, like Brooklyn. All your black friends start moving out, and all these new white friends start moving in.
Now, Bobby mentioned that last year, Dave Chappelle celebrated 30 years in the industry. And in celebration of this phenomenal milestone, last year he released 4 stand-up specials on Netflix, which were accompanied by a double feature vinyl comedy album. Now, the 45-year-old has since been nominated for 2 Emmy Awards as well as a Grammy. Well done,
Guys,
buddy.
I mean, just to think about that volume of work to put out, the opinions you have to form, the way that you have to craft those jokes, the amount of time and energy that you have to use to like test those gags. Like, you know, living in New York, there's comedians that'll do like 4, they call them mics a night. So you'll find Chappelle at all of the clubs testing his material, club after club after club. He'll leave Madison Square Garden and then go and test material straight after the show. You know, I mean, the impact that he's made on the industry, you know, now that Trevor Noah lives in that space and we have access to, Robbie will go to New York and hang out with Trevor and be like, yo, you know, Chappelle and whatever. Like, it's like 2 degrees of separation for us now, which is so remarkable, and it makes such an impact on us. And as an urban youth community, you know, like it's really, I mean, he's our hero. He really is.
I love the way his mind works. And
Yeah.
the fact that you can put, you know, those comedians together, like a Chris Rock, a Richard Pryor, and now a Trevor Noah in that space.
Right.
Dave Chappelle is delightful.
So you're going to the concert then?
Well, I'll be here presenting this concert to you on TrendingSA. In celebration of Dave Chappelle coming to South Africa, we've put this thing together to hype us all up. Bugelan.
I'm gonna wait for a little while, all right? I'm going to live with a white family. Y'all be good.
What you gonna be doing with a white family?
It's a TV show. Say hi to America. Anybody try to touch your mother, punch him in his dick.
Look, son, Dad's going away for a few weeks, so I want you to be good, okay, Squirt?
Whatever.
I love you.
Eskimo kisses.
It's too much to stress you out. This whole world is just drug-infested. Hate-infested, drug-infested world. Hate drugs. I heard the worst drug story. You know what my friend told me? You know what he's dealing with? His landlord is hooked on crack. That's terrible. That's pressure. If your landlord's hooked on crack, that means you've got to have the rent. You come around all the time. I got the rent. It's not even due yet. It's the 10th. Come on, I need it. Let me just get $20 of it now, and then just give me the rest of the month. Every couple hours. Hey, look, I'm gonna need some more of the rent. This building's falling. I can't handle pressure. Sometimes pressure make me talk different. I'm serious. You ever have like that social pressure? You ever talk to somebody who's fake and they make you fake? Like that kind of deal, like, hey, how you doing? You're like, fine, how are you? And you're like,
It's so good.
We'll see you after the ad break. We'll see you after the ad break. This is TrendingSA on
when I'm with the gang. Hope it took a sham. Walk into Gucci, but bought me a 2 piece that cost me a couple of grand. Yeah, I took a chance. I know it could have been bad, but now everything Gucci, she act like a groupie, she already know who I am. I pull up with the scheme and a couple of beamers, so now we go fuck up your salaries. Headed by sister chicken, my keep, I will show up and all of the waitresses follow me. Headed Panama Tiba, my Tiba, ring at the Rudy, little, it's a sakane. Headed Pala, my Tiba, but never let Tiba, little fella, changane. I came up from the dirt, and I triple my birth. It's a gift and a curse, but it could have been worse. But I know the puppy. Hit it to my teeth, and I bust on the feet. I'll sorry, puppy. I'm as rich as they wish that they could have been. You should check all the numbers we pulling in. If she sit on my lap, I'ma fuck up and check. I spoil all of my women with jewelry. Buy Chanel, ooh. I treat her well, ooh. Give her enough to buy for herself and buy for a man. Oh my God, oh my God. We pull up and bite like 20 bottles in a spot. All my niggas litty, we got any 7,000. Running, then it, and it cost like 7,000. Cost like 7. Sazo ballet, 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 sazo I'm not, sazo I'm not, sazo ooh, 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 sazo I'm not, sazo I'm not, sazo ooh, 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 sazo ballet, 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 sazo I'm not, sazo I'm not, sazo ooh, 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 sazo I'm not, sazo I'm not, sazo ooh, 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 sazo ballet. I'm deep in my zone. awusandla amagwinya. Yeah, keep it below. Yeah, safaka uthi. Ngambamba umagrease. Athi yangithanda yangiding. Yeah, ngambamba yang-squeeze. I'm assuming you know how I get around. I'm a player, I'm never gonna settle down. Kali limela mama kyashelela Niger, the Senegal, London, etc. You might choose to pass on like general. I'm too rich for my crib, got a cinema. Hekin gonna lift it, so tell it go panakwa. I love my women though. Yeah, all of them centerfolds. Yeah, ain't talking magazines. Yeah, I make a centerfold. Ooh, I let her finish though. Ooh, that got a limit more. Ooh, love over touch it, I do it so softly. Me khwa to molelo. I'm a bad motherfucker, I eat you for supper. If we got a problem, we'll see you more. Chapa na no sa papa before we wanna pull up.
Sorry, I apologize.
Oh my gosh, the literation continues right here on SABC3 on Trending SA and of course online as well on TrendingSA.tv. Right, we see you out here on these social media screeps. So what have you been saying? Let's have a look at the tweets. Jack Zulu says, Trending SA on 3. This guy at Dr. Musa Mtombeni. One tweet, he runs off to buy a belt. No wonder you a doctor.
Is that what doctors do? They find solutions? Yeah, give them that look, doctor. Give them that look. Like,
Zang zang.
Thank you so much, Jack Zulu, for that tweet. Let's have a look at the next one. This is from Mpinani saying, it's a Tuesday, and I choose not to sleep, not to talk, not to stare, but to scream for my squad. Nebatle, siyabonga, Hemans Mpinani. Use the hashtag #3, and we can keep track on your posts because we love hearing from you. Now let's get into our feature for today. It is time for Worth a Follow.
I like that. Woo-hoo.
Remix, baby.
Guys, of course, you know it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. To kickstart Breast Cancer Awareness Month, tonight's Worth a Follow guest is a renowned breast cancer expert who has dedicated her entire life to helping women combat this illness. As a result of her passion for the subject, she has established breast cancer clinics in 3 hospitals around the country. Nice one, Siswam. She gives many women hope and a sense of purpose, which, with her approach on reconstructive surgery. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Karabo and Benn.
The champ is here.
Oh, you look gorgeous. You look like Barbie.
Oh, hello. Welcome. Have a seat.
Welcome, Professor.
Carol, you know me.
Carol.
We don't stand on any platform.
Yes, we are all
feet on the
equal.
ground.
Feet
Absolutely.
on the ground.
But the pink scrubs are phenomenal.
You know, I can't compare with the style and the belt. So
we can't
no
compare
belt.
either. Welcome to the show, Professor.
Thank you.
Now, I read somewhere that you've always had a passion for healing from a young age. So the question is, why didn't you go into podiatry or gynecology? Why breast cancer? Why the breasts?
I was a non-rotating registrar. My partner was a black doctor, so we chose not to go into the white hospitals. And then some doctor fell down the stairs, and I landed up covering the breast clinic at Joburg J, and there wasn't one in Soweto at that stage. And I saw these women lined up for these like mastectomy, and I thought, my God, this is more traumatic than all the trauma I'm seeing every day. And that was it. I then got people to take me overseas to this, and to realize that since the 1970s, they've been saving women's breasts and realizing it's your body, not the doctor's body. Take time, ask questions. And the fact that today, very few people need to start and should never start with just chop your breast off, ever.
Besides what I've read, a lot of people on this panel have said the most amazing things about you. So what we did was we posed some questions to our wonderful, wonderful viewers. We've got 2 viewer questions. Ithini basifundela udokotela ulapha unxibe izicrubs. Ithini uKali Sultana says, Doctor, should one worry about numbness on the breast after an op? My fiance had a breast reduction after having our 6-year-old twins. 5 years on, she started experiencing numbness and on one side of her left breast. Should one be concerned, Doctor?
So I think if something is not normal, if you've seen a change, you must go and seek help. So suddenly everything's fine and then one day you feel numbness or a lump or a discharge, go and see a doctor. Don't accept what they're saying. The right thing to do is ask for an investigation. If you're young, a sonar, and if you're older, a mammogram. But numbness after breast reduction surgery is quite common. And we always say to people, understand when you have any operation, we don't know where the nerves are on your skin. So we cut through things and put things nicely together. And you may have areas that you don't have the sensation. So it could well be just related to her surgery.
Okay. Because you are here and we like a free medical consultation, which he never gives us, we have another question. Itsini, Umafia was Mabs Uti, please doc, how do I know that I have got breast cancer? Because my breasts are always in pain.
That is such a good question. So most breast cancers don't present with pain. Very, very few do. They present with lumps, discharges from the nipple, red hot breasts, glands under the armpits, but not pain. But pain is common. So I'm going to give you a quick 5 minutes, not even 2 minutes. If you've got pain on the sides, it's costochondritis. It's not breast pain. The breast hangs on a muscle. Guys,
what's
it's inflammation in the rib on which your breast is. Now, I ask any guy to put their arms out there and put a weight on it. We carry weights on our chest. So we do this, we have poor posture, and then you get pain down the sides, like when you take your bra fit down. Because we're carrying weight. And then the next thing is they get burning, shooting pain through the breast. That's inflammation in the breast ducts. Common with pollution, common in people who smoke. It's called ductictasia. Easy, Bactroban on the nipple, sorts it out. Hormonal pain around different times of your cycle. That is normal breast hormonal pain. Certain vitamins, evening primrose, B6, or we can create some gels to rub on the breast.
What if that pain is for like half the month?
Then what we do is we give you certain medications to help it, but not yucky medicines, not hormones or not anything. We can give you gels to rub on your breast, but it's that hormonal pain. Your breasts feel like so big.
So a person in that position wouldn't have to go for an investigation?
I think you must always go and see a doctor, get an examination, and you know what? The sign of a good teacher is when the student outperforms the teacher. So there we go. I'm telling you. So radiology is what it's about. The diagnosis of breast cancer should not be made in the hands of a surgeon. You go for a sonar, an ultrasound, you go for a mammogram, and if they see something concerning, they do a simple needle biopsy to tell you what it is. Then you take time. You don't rush into your decisions. Go to appointments with friends, listen to people, go to listen to counselors from your own environment who've been through the same thing. And not all breast cancers are treated and shouldn't ever be treated with just chopping off a breast. In fact, the minority of time today, we do mastectomies.
Okay, so let's talk about cancers. Very quick tips on how to recognize a cancer as well as who is at risk of getting any cancers.
So everyone's at risk.
Men and women.
Absolutely. I've seen 5 male breast cancers in the last 3 weeks. 3 at Helen Joseph, 2 at Mill Park. So commonly it's a disease that affects women. Commonly you expect to get it as you get older. But we see 24-year-olds with breast cancer. So it is neither ageist, racist, or sexist. So the thing is, your body's your temple, know your body. Common things to look for is a lump. So we're going to see just now how to do a breast examination. I'm going to point out some good points and bad points. But you're going to, if you feel a lump, you go in and you ask someone so that they can do a sonar. Because we see youngsters with things that look like fibroadenomas and then they don't quite look the right way. We put a needle into them and they're actually triple negative breast cancers. So we're all at risk. Can you prevent breast cancer? No. Can you decrease your risk? Exercise, absolutely. All the other things, diet, etc., play minimal roles. It's a random lotto. You want to know your family history. 20% of breast cancers have family history of breast, colon, other cancers, and only 10% account for the Angelina Jolie, the BRCA genes, and that type of thing. So it's about looking for things that are different and changed. Red hot, inflamed breast, scabbing on the nipple, lumps in the breast, your nipple pulls in when you lift your arms. I saw a lady presenting with that. She went for a normal mammogram. She said, but I noticed when I lift my arms up, my nipple was pulling in. Those are the things you check for, and if it's not right, you go to see your doctor. Remember, no eyes on fingers. No eyes on fingers. So you can examine, or the doctor can examine, but if they tell you this lump is hormonal or not a cancer, no, you follow it up by going to see a good radiologist who can do something as simple as an ultrasound, a sonar, and then obviously women over 35, a mammogram and an ultrasound. And it gets done in state as well as private, and we have amazing state facilities.
Okay, so we've run out of time, but we really wanted to go through this video. Can you maybe, like in a pre-seed version?
Pre-seed version,
Yes.
absolutely. A bit of soap. Remember, 50% of breast lumps are picked up by your significant other, if ever there was a good excuse. Okay, yeah, okay. It's wrong to put your arm above your head. You relax it here. That when you have an ultrasound done, you put your arm above your head. But if you think about it, you can feel all the little glandies under your arm far better when your arm is relaxed at the side. When you lift it, you can't. So you ballot, you bounce your breast back and forth. You don't squeeze your nipple. It's a glorified plug. Guys, it's not the radio control knob.
That might be another lesson you're teaching us.
Don't. So you examine your breast, and if you feel something that doesn't feel the same every month you do it, go and find help.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for always being a champion of this.
Absolute pleasure. This is the best show I have ever had the privilege of being on.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm going to watch every night.
Oh, wonderful.
Really.
Friend to our show, Dr. Carol Ann Benn, everybody. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we move on now to our next segment called LOL Tuesday.
So in tonight's LOL Tuesday, I decided to look at some of the pressure cooking moments. You know, those ones where it's like, craff. So to start things off, we look at the spelling bee competition where there's a young man that is clearly very conflicted. Have a look.
Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus. Could you use it in a sentence?
The Negus ruled Ethiopia until the coup of 1974.
Negus. Negus.
Andrew, would you say the word loudly for the judges?
Negus.
One more time.
Negus.
Negus.
Negus. N-E-G-U-S, Negus.
Ooh, training day.
Shame, that poor boy. You can see how conflicted he was. He's just sitting there thinking, is this a trick question? And then when the judge said, just say it so we can hear it, now say it again. Shame, but well done, boy.
Why are you guys like this? Listen, this next one is also a stressful situation. There's this young lady. She's chilling at the airport. She's in the waiting area. And then the things that happen, I don't know if a South African human being would have reacted like this. This is a very German reaction.
Schnell.
Passengers should now be boarding at gate number D40. Final boarding opportunity, Delta flight number 1728, service to New York.
Wir bitten Sie kurz um Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Die Behörden suchen folgende Personen. Weiblich, ca. 1,65 groß. Die Gesuchte trägt eine hellgraue Jacke und einen großen Schal. Wenn Ihnen diese Person auffällt, verständigen Sie bitte umgehend das Flughafenpersonal.
Die Polizei bittet um ihre Mithilfe. Dringend gesucht wird diese Frau. Sie befindet sich seit gestern Vormittag auf der Flucht. Die Verdächtige ist ca. 1,65 Meter groß, hat dunkelblondes, lockiges Haar und trägt eine helle Jacke. Sie nicht die gesuchte Person festzuhalten oder gar anzusprechen. Für Hinweise zur Ergreifung der Verdächtigen wählen Sie bitte die unten eingeblendete Nummer. Wir melden uns wieder zu den Hauptnachrichten.
Guten Morgen. Sind Sie gestresst? Sie sehen so gestresst aus. Da hätten wir was für Sie.
Oh mein Gott.
Kannst du mal ausprobieren?
That was her reaction is so graceful. If it was any of us, guys, if it was me, fam, sorry, but you would come off second best. You would find out that I'm a black belt, that I'm half Serbian, and that I'm from Pretoria.
I would have just walked off, eh?
I would have walked off.
Oh, never. I would have
nothing to do with
attacked
me.
you. I would have attacked your cousin. I would have gone back into your ancestry so
When
that
you
you felt
first
it
saw
last
that
week.
newspaper, wouldn't you just be like, well, my time here
Like,
is up.
yeah,
I'm going to go home.
I'd go. I think I've watched too many action movies
I know.
to not run
I
away at
know.
that.
Listen, let us know what you would do, right? The hashtag is #on3. We'll be right back.
Run, Forrest!
I'd
be like,
there.
oh,
I'd be
shut
like,
up.
come, let me show
When?
Leave the bag.
Eating your dogs, child. Let's go on. Eating your dogs, child. Let's go on. Hamzing fusi logisch, futhi skubungapi nambi logisch. Kushituzungapi zami no ni. Sishang good, I ain't having no lean. And ring on the tree like I'm friends with no lean. Nining bakuza wo feding kani. I never lose in the battle of me. Lababa pusha kwa peli stamina. Nisa sisya fuma yista. Imi, zenza banga for my dollars and fame. I lost the money, I fought for your pain. Losing the wars that I won was a shame. Now that you're losing, your loss is my game. Go and be great with the boys that you made. If my boss was easy, be gone for we slayed. I'm bowling easy regardless of the game. If I listen none and go hold up. Wait, now you know me better. I don't hold it back. I'm like a stormy weather. Try to stop me never. Not a storyteller. I'm a golden setter. Wine is on the setter. Hold up. Wait, who does it better? Your son, I know my guerra. Kissing the last letter. Spanda letter. Now we're never clever. Golden just ever. Go and I'ma get him. This is my time.
This is so exciting. The whole energy in here just shifted when our guests arrived. Welcome back. This is TrendingSA on SABC3 and online we are TrendingSA.tv. Now, tonight we have not one, not two, but three talented guests. All three are known to pull at our heartstrings with their sensational music and velvety voices. They recently announced the first ever gentlemen's tour in the country, and they're here to tell us all about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Karabo, Musa, and Donald are in the house.
Congratulations.
You good? Hello. How you doing? Good. Welcome, guys.
What's going on? What's
So
going on?
nice hugging you all. It was pleasant. Okay, so look at the three of you. I mean, this is amazing. Explain what the Gentleman's Tour is. How did you all find each other, and what can people look forward to? How did it come about?
So it's basically about brotherhood, you know. We thought to ourselves that we need to bring ourselves to the people instead of waiting for them to come to us. So we sat
Nice.
together and we thought about it, and we thought it'd be a great initiative. And yeah, so we're doing that.
We love it, we love it. I like the fact that you're not waiting for people because you guys have the talent. Why should you wait for a sponsor or whomever?
Actually, the great thing about this tour is actually that we are the business in this one. So we don't have a promoter like putting us together. This is us, so we've got a stake in the business.
Should we?
So KMD is actually a business. It's a tour.
Nice.
Yeah, the gentleman's tour.
So, should we expect an album since you...
Platinum Lounge. So already, man, and then other dates are going to be announced as we move on.
Like really very soon, in the next 2 weeks. We're gonna have a full day.
Because
we're going to...
We're trying to go everywhere.
We're going to Cape Town, we're going to Durban.
So great.
All over the place, guys.
Your energy is incredible.
Yes. We're going to go everywhere with you.
Country, outside the country also, so yeah.
Yeah.
Serious question. Robbie Malenga. All right. Since losing this legend who you both worked with, Karabo and Musa,
all
you
of us,
worked
me
with
too.
him,
I also
and
worked
yourself.
with- yeah.
How has this time been? I know it's been a grieving period. It's also a celebration of what he was able to do in his time. So, Karabo, maybe I can start with you.
I think for me, like with Robbie, there's a lot that I learned from him, not just for the music part of it, but also just general life lessons, you know? I mean, one thing that I always hold dear, I think me and Musa would share the same sentiments here, is that it's very important, the relationships that you build in the industry, because the industry is very small. You know, if you're gonna ruin relationships with one person, you could be ruining with 15 people. You know, so that's one thing that I'll always hold dear to my heart, and I always remember that, he spoke about.
And he spoke about that all the time, actually, with all of us. He spoke about longevity all the time. Now, don't forget that today you can be up there, but tomorrow it might be a little tough, and you need those relationships.
See, that sounds like a big brother. That's what it is.
That's what he was.
That's what he was, man.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it probably took me the longest, you know, because like we were like, we chilled for like 7 years together. And the first time we worked together was like after 3 years of knowing each other. You know, and that pushed us till that far. So it was like a whole, it took me, even me getting into studio recording my latest album, I was like, like where do you start? What is it that you do? What don't you do? Then you have to remember his don'ts and do's, and then you're like, got this.
You know what the crazy thing is with him, right? Is that sometimes I forget that he's gone. Why? Because the music.
This is the thing.
Like I keep hearing his voice. Like any other day, you'll hear his song on the radio, and which is I think is really, really amazing.
Really amazing was Sanctuary Love.
Yeah.
And you went on Twitter begging people to RT so you can shoot a video. Have you shot the video? What's please,
Yes, I have.
Oh, is that what you did? Is that what you did?
Yeah, so I was.
Is that why you
so
were shooting
basically,
the whole week?
How many RTs for a video?
I think so what I did is that I went to Twitter and I asked, you know, I actually wanted to check if there's a conversation.
Yes,
because for me, you know, in this era of social media, there's got to be a conversation about what you're doing. If there isn't, so I was like, guys, are we ready?
Sorry.
So I was like, are we ready for a video? And if we are, 5,000 retweets. Let's go. If we get there,
saw Nina
if we get there,
retweeting.
listen, everyone,
People were
like Balula retweeted, like everyone. The whole Black Twitter came in. But the great thing about this is that I wanted that conversation.
Yes.
That's exactly what I wanted. I mean, we got to like 7,000 retweets.
Nice.
Like 2,000 more.
So you're
than
a
ours.
marketing guru as well.
I mean, you know, you got to think on your feet
As long as
nowadays.
they're talking,
Especially there's a conversation. I mean, they mocked me a lot. But that's exactly what I'm guys.
Did you cry?
They mock you?
I've been in this business for a very long time.
I know it's been 3 years back.
3 years?
Okay, I'm joking.
You know, being.
How do you deal with it if they mock you, if they say things? How do you deal with
like
that?
Actually, what I did on the day that we actually reached the 5,000 retweets, I was like out there commenting on everyone's tweets. Everyone was just like, "What is this guy doing? He's crazy." 5,000
No, they love you.
And I was like, guys, don't worry about it. This is what it's all about. Century Love is all love. Like, you can bring in all the hate. But I'm all about, I'm the love doctor, man.
I don't think
that's
I'm
just
and
saying.
Karabo, congratulations.
I'm the love doctor.
You've just dropped a new single, no?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Nino
a music
Tando.
video, yes.
And a new music video. Okay, so have you stepped up the game? Are you
Of course,
doing things?
yeah, so no more chestless thing.
I like that video when I'm on my Monela when I'm home.
Yes. People criticize me for that video.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
They really,
It wasn't bad.
Apparently Musa had something to say about that
Did
as well.
he?
But it's okay,
Wow.
it's okay. But yeah, like really guys, like the new one is really good. Like it's beautiful. You guys should check it out. It's beautiful.
Listen, we can't have 3 exceptional vocalists in studio without having you vocalize.
Yeah.
Okay? So, all right.
Sing something with Kuli and Babi in it. Make it up if you have to.
Yo, sing something with Kuli and Babi in it.
Well, that's not. Yes, go ahead. Do it.
We'll wait
Make it up.
Yeah. Karabo says you must sing.
No, we can make it up. Yeah, let's make that up.
Like, we'll make love and then we'll sing. Then we'll put their words in there, their names in there.
No, but
Here they are. Just about to take off for the KMD Gentlemen's Tour. Karabo, Musa, and Donald.
All right, so who starts? Okay, let me start.
Just be now.
I wanna make love to Bobby and
Cruelly.
I
wanna make love to.
I wanna make love to Bobby and cruelly. Musa.
No, like I'm still starting.
I see.
How do you start a song?
What about your favorite
I
Boys
started
to Men
thinking of
song?
all my life things, and I was like,
Your favorite Boys to Men. You've got the rain in the background.
Yo, this is so lit, guys.
Give us your favorite. I'll make love to you.
Musa,
we must stand. We must stand.
Yes,
stand over here.
This way.
This side.
Okay. Because now
Boys to Men, eh? Boys to Men, eh?
Because for the life of me, I'm thinking.
I can't stand.
No, for the life of me, I'm thinking Mrs. Pabi, no, Mrs. Cool.
Mrs.
And then Karabo down to make love.
Why?
It's a song. It's a song.
Listen, just
so I could not put
Karabo.
myself.
Okay, we'll pray. We'll pray about what just happened.
Karabo.
Do it.
Yeah, no, because.
In 3, 2, 1.
I'll make love to you when you want me to, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you when you want me to, and I will not let go till you tell me to. Yes.
Yes, let's go slow. I ain't got
Nowhere to go.
Oh, this is happening.
Yeah, I know. Sing. You go.
Here they are. Karabo, Musa, and Donald. Well done, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. All the best on the tour.
Thank you guys so
Keep
much
it
very
rocking.
much.
Guys, don't forget, please, tickets are available at CompuTicket, Carousel 26.
Carousel.
Yep. And 4th of November, Platinum Lounge. Let's go.
All right, brilliant. We'll catch you after this break. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Does
was
even make what's to me?
You're like,
Karabo.
Ready, set, let's go. Shack attack. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Shack attack, 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 shack attack.
What a show, hey? Welcome back. This is TrendingSA on SABC3. Before we leave, what's up on WhatsApp, Musa?
Yeah, boy, it's time for me to tell you what's going on. Look, I love movies. I like watching them. I like action movies, but this kind of action.
Yo!
Watch.
Shalalas.
I mean,
we need to make a movie,
We
right?
need to make one.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, but with actual professional
choreography,
sound effects,
Yeah.
not whatever the heck was going on there. Listen, we'll be back again tomorrow on your screens, 10:30, SABC3 with more trending hashtags. We'll catch you then. Bye-bye.
Let's practice. Let's practice.
Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. Lintwana inking, and they know